Not Just Books, the library's monthly show about what is happening in your world and at the Williamson County Public Library. My name is Dolores Greenwald, and I'm the director. Thank you for joining us. Today we have a special program and a fun treat, so stay tuned and do not miss a minute. And I will give you a hint. It has something to do with a cow. In our Your World segment, we have with us Mindy Tate, Executive Director of Franklin Tomorrow and Friends of Franklin Parks. You want to meet her because both of these local organizations are doing amazing things to make your community a better place, and you'll be surprised and proud. In our Save the Date segment, we'll be discussing our Boo Books program. Boo Books. If you have young ones, don't miss our information about this program, the first of the Williamson County Public Library has done. In our What's Hot in Books segment, please join me to discuss with the new books coming out with Lindsay. Roseberry, she's a reference librarian. Some of the best books come out around this time of year, and they make great gifts for either you or someone else. So please stay with us, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. In our Your World segment, I'm pleased to have with me today Mindy Tate. Mindy is the Executive Director of Franklin Tomorrow and Friends of Franklin Parks. She's here to tell us about some upcoming events that are of interest to our community here in Williamson County. Thank you, Mindy, for joining us today.
Well, thanks for the invitation.
Tell a little bit about Friends of Franklin Parks and Franklin Tomorrow for the viewers.
Well, this is a really busy time of the year for us. Friends of Franklin Parks has just completed in August. We had our 4th annual Raise the Roofs event as a benefit for construction at this time of the multi-purpose equestrian arena at the park at Harlansdale Farm. And the exciting news is that that's almost completed. The construction is almost completed, and we are showcasing that on October 25th with our first Sunday polo picnic from 12:30 to 3 at the arena at the park at Harlansdale Farm at 200 Franklin Road.
So what else is going to be going on there?
Well, we're going to have a demonstration arena polo match with Team Harlansdale. That's who I'm going to be cheering for, at least. I don't know. Headed by Jamie Parker, one of the Friends of Franklin Parks board members.
Yes.
We'll have food on hand for people to come out and purchase for kind of a Sunday in the park. But also the event itself will be free and will be a great way for people to be able to experience the arena firsthand. We'll have our full first season of horse shows, music events, arena polo, riding lessons, other things at the arena starting in the spring of 2016. But this is a chance for people to get to experience the arena for the first time before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's very beautiful there.
Oh, it's so scenic. It was a lot of people got to see it during pilgrimage because it was the site of one of the arenas for the Pilgrimage Music and Cultural Festival. But this is a chance to have the family come and maybe get a chance to see and understand the opportunities that are available for use of the arena.
Well, tell us about a recent event with Franklin Tomorrow. You had the Mayor's Golf Tournament.
We did. We had the Mayor's Cup Golf Tournament. This was our 2nd annual event in early October, and Franklin Mayor Ken Moore sponsors that for us. We are so lucky. We have a wonderful working relationship with the city and county, although we are an independent community visioning organization. So that was October 7th. Our next event with the mayors is November 3rd with our quarterly breakfast with the mayors, and that'll be November 3rd at 7 a.m. at Rolling Hills Community Church. So people, we average an attendance of about 400 people for those events.
It's a great event.
And it's free and features breakfast from Puckett's, thanks to the generosity of our sponsor, Pinnacle Financial Partner, and others.
We've had some very interesting guests speak at Breakfast with the Mayors too.
We have, and you're on that committee and we appreciate it. We are going to try to use responsive technology during our November event, but it'll be easy for people to do. This is one of those times, rare times we'll ask you to get your cell phone out probably to participate in that visioning and opportunity to have your opinion registered on important topics.
I just think it's so exciting what Franklin Tomorrow does in making the participants look forward into not only what we need now, but what Franklin and Williamson County is going to need in the future?
Well, we've been around since 2001. We were created by a group of business and elected officials who wanted to make sure what made Franklin special in 2001 would make it special in the future. Our mission is really simple. We try to engage the community, foster collaboration, and then advocate for that shared vision for the future of Franklin. So we're kind of a collaborative organization. And so having been founded in 2001, 2016 is going to be a very exciting time for us because that'll be our 15th anniversary. So we're looking at ways that we can strengthen our organization as well as broaden our reach in the community as well.
What did you bring with you?
I brought with me one of our brochures about the park at Harlansdale Farm and the Tractor Supply Company arena. We have a number of great partners in the construction of the arena, Friends of Franklin Park's arena at the park at Harlansdale, but it is now officially the Tractor Supply Company arena at the park at Harlansdale, given their great generosity.
That's
but that
excellent.
Doesn't mean that your average citizen can't have the opportunity to have their name on the arena as well, because we do have pavers which are going in on the entryway there, and you can have that personalized for your family to always have a memory of the park at Harlansdale Farm and of your life in Franklin. So people can call our office at 794-0998 and we will get them a paver form, and then we're hoping that in early November we will have an event where we have some hot chocolate. Maybe it won't be so cold, but we're going to have an event where we put in the actual pavers and people can help us get those in the ground and get their name as a part of history.
Well, there's so many people that are passionate about that project. It's excellent.
Well, we've had the great leadership of Dr. Monty McInturf, who is the president of our Board of Governors, but also his entire board. There are 15 people on that board, and they've worked tirelessly to get this done, as well as the level of support we've received from a number of business and other corporate citizens.
If someone wants to know more about Franklin Tomorrow or Friends of Franklin Parks, how can they get in touch? What's the website?
Our website is franklintomorrow.org or friendsofranklinparks.org. We have two websites. We have a very active social media presence. If you look for either organization,
like them on Facebook,
then you'll really stay in touch with what's going on. But we encourage people to attend one of the upcoming events and have an opportunity to really get to know the people who are behind leading these organizations.
Well, Mindy, thank you so much for joining us today. It's real important work what your two organizations are doing. Thank you for taking the time.
Glad to be here.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. In our Save the Date segment today, I'm very happy to have as a special guest Debbie Edds. Debbie is president of the Friends of Williamson County Public Library, among other things too, but that's mostly what we'll talk about today. Friends have some wonderful upcoming programs, and Debbie's here to tell us about it. Thank you so much, Debbie,
well,
for joining us.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having us.
You have coming up a first annual Boo Books.
We do.
So tell us about that. That sounds very cool.
That's going to be a fun little project for the children in Williamson County. At the library on Halloween. Halloween actually comes on Saturday this year, and we're going to host a little program called Boo Books with Friends. Boo Books with Friends, and that will be from 3 to 4:30 in the afternoon, and it's any children under 12 and under. And we'll have some books to hand out. We'll have candy, little treats, and there's several other little treats. I think there's some stickers and bookmarks, and I think there's even some water bottles we've had donated to us. Cool. So we'll see what else we can get donated before Halloween. But it's going to be fun. It'll be cute. And we'll have some costume volunteers, and the kids can come in their costumes. And or they don't have to come in a costume. They can just
but they will love it.
Yeah,
though.
I think they will love it. So it'll be back in the activity room back in the children's department, so it's going to be fun.
And the children's activity room is really not hid in the library, but if you don't know where it's at, you have to go almost all the way through the children's room to get there.
Yeah.
But it's not hard to find.
No, no. Just find the children's department. Somebody will point you in that direction.
So
That'd be good.
parents, mark this on your calendar, October 31st from 3 to 4:30.
Yeah, lots of fun.
At the main library.
Yeah.
And tell us about, you've got an upcoming book sale. That's one thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm. That is in November, and that will be at, that's our normal book sale, which is November 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And Monday's always the buy a whole bag of books for $5. Everything you can shove in a bag. And so that we've got plenty of books again. We just had that in August. We usually don't have quite as many books in November, but that is understated because there's a lot of books in there. Still some great buys. So we've had a lot of good donations.
And people come by all year around and donate books. So we have a very generous community here.
We
so
do.
that's excellent.
We do. They've gotten really used to doing that, and we get some really good books. People that are moving, you don't know how many books you've accumulated till you start to move.
And those books are hard to move too. They're
very heavy. Yeah. So let somebody else have a chance at them.
That's right.
Donate those books.
That's right. Well, you guys did something that I thought was very interesting this summer. You had like a day book sale, kids' books,
We did.
during the summer reading program.
We did.
That was excellent.
Yeah, and that actually, we said sometimes the friends do happy accidents, and that actually was a happy accident.
I like that phrase, happy
yeah,
accident.
we had a lot of kids' books that were donated, and that was in May, like right before the summer reading program started, and it all just fell into place. And we had that one-day book sale, and it was nothing but kids' books. It was great, and we plan to do that again this year. We hope we get the donations.
You know, that's an excellent way to have a book sale because so many parents come to these book sales to look for kids' books.
They do, and people loved it. They loved it. They wanted it again. So we're going to try to give that to them again in May of 2016.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then you've got, this is something folks would want to put on their calendars. Thanks for being a friend.
Yes, that's a brand spanking new. This is the first time we've ever done this one too. We're doing a lot of firsts.
I love
this
these
year.
firsts.
Yeah, so this is October. Well, you know what this ties in with? This ties in with National Friends of the Library Week, which is next week, the 18th through the 24th. So what we're going to do is celebrate on October 22nd, which is a Thursday evening, from 5 to 7. You can just come by. And we've got some really nice stuff. Roger Parker's going to play the piano.
Oh, excellent.
We're going to have appetizers, nice tea, the appetizer from Puffy Muffin. And that'll be good. And tours of the library. I know our folks at the library are going to take us on a tour. And as you said, they'll find the activity room.
Well, there's some places in the library that a lot of people that come check out books may not know about. There's the Williamson room on the second floor.
Yeah.
There's the children's activity room. So
the story time room.
Have our story time
it's
room,
great.
and then we have the super secret room on the second floor. So yeah, there's a lot to look at that you don't know that's there necessarily unless you're there for a tour.
Yeah, and if you don't have little kids, you may not know that's available, but maybe you have grandkids and you're interested in finding out where those things are. And this event will be free to the Friends members, and if someone wants to come and they're not a member, it's $15, or you can join. You can just go ahead and join, because that's just $15 for a whole year for a Friends membership.
That's a good price to get such
cheap
joy out of being members of the Friends. So that's
Support
excellent.
the library. That's right.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And then you've got a special December event.
Yeah, the December is the Friends annual meeting that we have every year about the first Friday in December, and we actually do have a business meeting. We try to get through that real fast, and then we have a guest speaker who is an author that's very popular here in Franklin, and her name is Donna Van Leer. And she is the author of, it's perfect for Christmas season, because she did the Christmas shoes, the Christmas Hope, The Christmas Blessing. And one of my favorite books is not one of the Christmas books, but it's called The Good Dream. I love that book. And Angels of Morgan Hill, excellent books.
Yeah.
And she's a good speaker. She also won an award for her reading, her audio book. So if you haven't gotten her audio book, the Good Dream actually is set in the East Tennessee area, and she has an East Tennessee accent that she doesn't normally speak with, but she has it down for that
Very
audio book.
good.
It's excellent.
Very good.
So that's exciting. I think she's going to be great. So.
Well, if someone wants to know more about the Friends, what's the website?
The website is, I believe it's friends at williamson-10.org, or just go to the library website and check.
You have a link through our library website,
that's
which is
where it goes.
wcpltn.org.
That's it. And then just look for friends groups or support groups for the library, and we're under there. And as well as there's other branches that have friends also, friends groups.
Yeah, not only does the Friends have these first activities going on, but and very fun to be a part of, but it is a great group of folks. You'll never meet a better group of folks.
Yeah, wonderful
They're
to work
terrific.
with. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Dolores.
I know you and everybody else busy people, so thanks for taking time to come by today.
All right, thank you.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. In our What's Hot in Books segment, we have Lindsay Roseberry with us. She's a reference librarian and works at the main library on Columbia Avenue. And she is a very important part of our library team because she helps pick out the fiction books. So, and she's going to be here to talk to us about some of the really popular books coming out this fall. Lindsay, thanks for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's start out with the It book. What is the It book that's coming out?
The It book is...
And there's always one.
There's always one. It's called City on Fire. It's by the brand new author. It's his first book. There was a big fight to get it, and Knopf spent $2 million for the rights to this book. So they say it's 911 pages. And some of the reviewers have said it's actually worth $2 million. So,
wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yes. So they're saying it's next Goldfinch because of how thick the Goldfinch was.
And now, see, I liked that one. Some people did, some people didn't. I thought it was a great book.
I liked parts of it.
Yeah. Okay. What else have you got?
Well, Jan Karen is coming out with a new book. Come Rain or Come Shine. Preston and Child.
Got a lot of followers.
Yes.
Got a lot of followers.
And if you read Me Before You by JoJo Moyes, she's got a sequel called After You.
Okay.
And people kept on asking her, what happened at the end of the story? And so she said, well, I have to write a sequel.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
And Jane Smiley is writing a book that has the third book in her American series. It's called Some Luck. I have not read any of those. I know a lot of people are very, very happy and talk about her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a new book that Debbie McCumber just adores. She's speaking about it all the time, called The Bronte Plot, which sounds intriguing, by a new author, Catherine P.E.A.Y.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we get the Christmas books.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
now tell viewers, because they may not know about this, there's always numerous books coming out at Christmas time that, because people will take vacations and what have you. Christmas season is a lot of books coming out in the summer because people read on vacation. They have a lot of books coming out in the summer. So what are some of the Christmas books?
Well, Debbie McCumber always puts a book out set in Christmas, and this one's called Dashing Through the Snow. And then there is Ann Perry, always puts out a Christmas mystery called The Christmas Escape. And let's see, got another one, a couple more here. There's another one called A Winter Stroll by Elin Hildebrand, who wrote Winter Street last year. And then there's a couple of other ones by Linda Lale Miller and Susan Mallory are both putting out new Christmas books. And then I just wanted to mention a few mysteries coming out too.
Okay,
Okay.
just a second.
Uh-huh.
these series books, there's a lot of them that you're mentioning. They're, you know, a series to a previous book and what have you. Publishing seems to be doing that, even like Hollywood seems to be doing that. They find a pattern that has worked, and then they'll just keep using that same pattern to keep readers going. So, and that's true a lot with the Christmas books, it sounds like.
Yeah, well, people like to have a good feeling, and they don't want to be depressed around Christmas. Sometimes people are depressed enough around Christmas. So it's always fun.
Another one that James Patterson is one, I don't know how many books he puts out a year. He puts out a lot. But he has several series books that people are real familiar with. So, okay, go ahead.
So I just was going to say a couple more things. Susan Grafton's got X coming out.
Oh, man, she's almost finished.
She's almost through.
I like her books.
Yes, yes. Robert Crace has a new book out called The Promise, and that's an Elvis Cole, and I really like that. I really like that series, and that's from The Gentleman, because I know they like Robert Crace. Tricky 22 is coming out. It's by Janet Ivanovich. It's the new Stephanie Plum book. And then for those people who read all of those John Sanford books about
the Pray
series,
I love those.
He's trying something different.
Oh, really?
He's written a science fiction book.
No.
Yeah, with the help of someone else that I've not known the name of, so I didn't write it down. It's called Saturn Run. It's getting really good press.
And when is it coming out?
It's coming out in January.
That's so different for him, because he's always done that Prey series, murder mystery stuff. Very interesting.
There's one more book that's getting rave reviews. It's been on NPR. It's been all kinds of places. It's called The Czar of Love and Techno. I don't know. It sounds intriguing. But
now, is this a first-time author too?
Yes.
Okay.
He lived in Russia for a couple of years. It's short stories connected different Russian people, showing little vignettes, but they are connected short stories. Let's see, and then there was one. No, that's the one. That was the one.
Okay.
So I think that's it. Oh, there's one more by Michael Cunningham. He can't remember what he wrote before, but his name is familiar.
Okay.
It's The Wild Swan and Other Tales, and he is basically continuing fairy tales. For, I guess, adults as opposed to children's, but he's kind of turning them around and answering the questions, what happened. So.
Wow. Stephen King, did you mention
Oh, yeah,
that
Stephen
he had
King
one
has a
come out?
new book out. It's short stories.
Short stories.
And there's one more I wanted to mention.
But now, wait a minute. Short
sorry.
story for Stephen King's like 200 pages.
Yeah, okay. There's one more
So don't be tricked by that title.
There's one more book that I wanted to talk about. We have this, and they're not checked out. I'm guessing people don't know about this. George R.R. Martin put out the book called The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's the 3 prequel novellas to the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It happens.
All right, George R.R. Martin fans,
That's right.
you go.
It's set about maybe 60 to 100 years before the action happens in Game of Thrones.
And we have various reading clubs that are at the library that Lindsay's involved in. If you want to find out more, they can go to our website at
wcpltn.org.
Okay, or they can call the reference desk
at 615-595-1243, extension 1.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lindsay. These are some great books coming out.
I'll be busy.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you liked the show, and please watch us again soon. In addition, I'd like to thank our special guests for being with us today. Exciting things are happening in Williamson County, and it's great to be a part. Thanks again to Debbie Edds, President of the Friends of the Williamson County Public Library, Lindsay Roseberry, reference librarian, and one of our terrific team members. Last but certainly not least, Mindy Tate, Executive Director of Friends of Franklin Parks and Franklin Tomorrow. If you have any comments or suggestions for future programs, please contact me. Our email address is notjustbooks@williamson-tn.org. You can also leave comments at the library's website, which is wcpltn.org. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at wcpltn.org. Don't leave yet. Stay tuned for our special surprise. Hello, I'm Dolores Greenwald, Director of the Williamson County Public Library.
Hi, my name is Stacy Parish, and I work in the Children's Department at WCPL.
You know, Stacy, things are different here in the library and in our schools. Learning's different, teaching is different, and testing is very different. Technology is essential.
Absolutely, yes, things are different. Technology is key to how kids learn, and schools use carts on wheels or cows to feed, store, and move this equipment from classroom to classroom.
I understand our students need more devices and cows in their classroom.
That's right, Dolores, and WCS created the Milk Challenge as a fun way to move our community to help feed our cows. And you know that one fed cow equals 30 new devices stored in one cart on wheels. Here's how you take the challenge. Make a donation to our schools, enjoy some milk or milk substitute, and challenge someone to do the same thing. Record your challenge and WCS will post it on their social media wall.
All right, I'm ready. Here's my donation to the campaign. And now I hereby call on local author Robert Hicks to take the milk challenge and help feed our cows.
Here's my donation to the campaign, and I call on local author Donna O'Neill Willoughby and all other local writers to take the milk challenge and help us feed our cows.
Stacy, are you ready to move on?
Oh, that's cheesy. Ready when you are, Dolores.
Be nice.
And invest now.
And until next time, explore your world and read.
Dude, guess what?
What was it this time, man?
Yesterday, Andrew and Jessica were kissing.
What?
Yeah, we gotta go tell everybody immediately.
Yeah.
Gossip. It shows bad manners, hurts friendships, and damages professional relationships. It is helpful to none and harmful to all. Sometimes it isn't even true. So stop gossiping. Do your part to create a rumor-free Williamson County. Where was I? Right. Let's see what happens when rumors do get spread.
I was blind before I met you. And I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. And so I thought I'd let you know.
Hey, are you the one that started the rumor?
No, that wasn't. It's not.
Everybody knows now.
I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could